conversation while that film was going on about the approach to politics.
It's a very diplomatic way of putting it. And actually, if anyone wants to know why politics is so divided, I wish that there could have just been a fly in the wall in this studio a moment ago and listened to a conversation between myself and Paul.
I was.
Yeah, you was. You were present. I actually think, and you know, there's no point in going into what you've just said. You've been deeply rude to me in the break. You find that funny, and this is. You ask why politics is divided. Paul, you've just been deeply rude to me. When I've just called you out on that, you've just sat and laughed. And this is the problem. You don't take it seriously when people are giving you feedback. I'm not rude in my approach. I'm not derogatory. I'm giving you, and I'm articulating myself well. I'm saying to you that there is this bullying that's been going on, this dismissiveness, and your response and reaction is to be rude to me.
All right, well, how do you want to respond now,
My
Paul?
response is, on these specific allegations that you make against Labour activists, you should put them to the Labour HQ.
And at a personal level here with Michelle?
Politics is
How have you just talked
Well, hang on, let him respond.
The viewers didn't see our conversation, and I would dispute your account.
Well, so articulate your version of it.
No, I'm not interested in rerunning a conversation. I'm interested in answering the question that you've asked the viewers. Why are we so divided? Because the NHS is being destroyed. We're divided because a stupid Brexit plan imposed by the Tories is going wrong.
Listen,
hang on, Michelle.
We're divided.
What did you say back to me, Paul?
I'm sorry, we're divided because a Brexit plan is going wrong. It's dividing communities. There is poverty everywhere. There are people dying homeless on the streets, and that's why 500,000 people joined our party. Of course they are angry. What they're angry with is the social injustice that is shoved down their throats, the humiliation of poverty, homelessness, despair. That's what sometimes does bubble over,
so
I'm afraid, into
with
anger.
You and get them into your cause, as opposed to thinking that you're better, looking back.
No.
Looking
All right, well, hang on. Before this spills over again, because
yeah.
actually we had a moment on Friday, which I'm sure you're all
you
aware
did.
about, an illustration of division which is continued today. There was almost a fight. Let's just take a look.
Your problem, really, Mark, is not that you have to be a racist or an anti-Semite to vote for Brexit. It's just that every racist and anti-Semite in the country did.
I think that's a slur on 17.4 million people.
It's not.
And I think you should apologise on national television. I think that's an outrageous thing to say.
Let me bring in the two ladies. Hang on. Grace, there is a point that Dominic Raab said that there will be a day of reckoning if Brexit doesn't happen. And there would be a day of reckoning, the implication is, if it went to a second referendum. Do you accept that there is a danger of that?
No, totally. But as we can see now, this is such a tricky situation.
Why was this so compelling? It's had more than 2 million views. What was it about it?
Two people behaving like complete children on television. As it so happens, I did think Will Self's comment was outrageous, but still, there are ways and ways of dealing with that. You know, we all feel very passionate about our politics, Paul. I feel very passionate about every issue that you raise. I'm very concerned about all of those things. I have a different analysis to you completely about how to deal with those things best, right? And we all feel that we're right. That doesn't justify rudeness or intimidation or bullying. And I think one of the things that drives that is a feeling that there is a kind of the morality is all on one side, right? So the people there, these people are feeling they're not only they right, but because they're so right, they're justified in being rude and bullying about it.
Which is what you've just done to me.
And I don't think anyone's that right. I'm not that right? People are constantly saying things to me about politics that I realise, actually, I didn't put that correctly, or I haven't thought that through properly, or I haven't given sufficient priority to it. And that's how we should try and conduct it. It's difficult,
all right,
but we should.
I'm going to let you carry on because we're running out of time here, but you can continue, Michelle. It's goodbye from us here.